guys? Welcome to Vaders Fist. It's just gonna be me, Darth Agan today. Uh, Obviously, George is a little absent over here, but there's a lot going on this week in Star Wars news. We've got D23 this week. A lot of good things coming out of that. I'll get into more detail about that. But let me bring up if you have a PS4, I would highly recommend joining this community called Fresh Poodoo, and the guy who runs it, he's really, really good, and we meet up, we play Battlefront. He's also very, very, very keen on making sure everybody's participating and talking all that and stuff. So Fresh Poodoo, if you have a PS4, hit us up. I play as long as when I can. So definitely want to hit that up. We talk pretty much Star Wars all the time on that, and you can also find a link into the page on Facebook when I get it. And if you have PS4, hit us up. So let's begin the Star Wars talk. There's a couple comics that have come out. Obviously, I'm going to talk about Darth Vader #3. And this, it's just following the arc of Vader trying to get a lightsaber. He goes to this abandoned planet called Aldulam. Aldulam. I don't know if that's the right punctuation, but he is tracking down a Master Kirik Imphilia. This guy is pretty much practicing. Some Jedi, as a form of punishment, were sent to planets to meditate and kind of try to find their way back to the Force so that they could rejoin the Order. So this guy's been doing this for, it doesn't really say how long, but he's been sitting here, and then all of a sudden he feels the presence of Vader coming down upon him. And in like the first couple pages, he's fighting this cool looking droid. It's kind of like a C-3PO kind of body looking like, but like Cyclops eye. And he's pretty much fighting him, and then he senses the presence. Obviously, it's Darth Vader coming to take him out. So Vader's trying to figure out where to look for this person. Which is kind of weird because you think Vader would be able to sense him and kind of find him pretty easily. So we're going through here, and he finds him, and the Jedi asks, "Is it you who destroyed all the Jedi, who brought the darkness?" Which is kind of cool because as we know, Yoda in Episode 3 is able to sense the Jedi purge. And so it's not surprising that he felt it. But, I mean, right off the bat, Vader tries to force choke him, which is pretty insane. I was like, okay, so you're going to try to choke him, alright? And then this Jedi is really, really, really powerful with the Force, which is kind of weird that he's not really part of the Order all that much. But, he sends him back, which is, I mean, this is like towards the beginning of Darth Vader, so I guess he's not as powerful as he is come Rogue One, per se. But, I mean, what am I saying? The dialogue in this is just the reading off the pages. You can hear he's kind of like Rom Kota from Force Unleashed. He's blind, or at least I think he's blind. He's got a green lightsaber. He's old, so I mean he's pretty much like Rom Kota. And this guy is is relentless, trying to stop Vader from getting to the top and to meet him, because Vader has to go through all these obstacles and stuff and to get to him. So he gets like halfway to the top, and the droid is talking to the Jedi, and he's like, should I keep doing the traps? And the Jedi goes, no, I think I'm ready for him. So they stop. Vader gets to the top, and all of a sudden they just start, and you can see Vader's got his ass handed to him. Like you see his cybernetic leg, his arms. It's just like he's taking a beating. I mean, his cape's pretty much gone, and he still has the strength and has the power of the dark side to fight him after going through all of that ordeal. It's pretty amazing. So I mean, so far I like the Vader comic. The next comic, this right here, looks pretty cool, and I mean the cover of it is pretty crazy in its own. So I mean, I'm liking the Darth Vader comic so far. I really like the older version one though too, but as me being more younger, I guess, to I kind of like to watch the prequels. I'm a prequelist kind of, but I don't get me wrong. I do love the original trilogy, but I would like to see that Disney and Lucasfilm kind of do with these standalone movies. They could do one about like a clone, like Captain Rex or Cody or whatnot. Because I mean, you don't really get to see a lot of Cody and Rex besides the TV show. So I mean, what happens to them after Order 66? How do they get to the planet where they are in Rebels? That would be a good spin-off movie, maybe. Next one is the Rogue One continuation. I mean, I just jumped into this one, to be quite honest, just because of the cover. I thought we would get more insight into the conversation between Vader and Krennic, and it kind of left me disappointed. But I mean, it gives you more insight. I mean, you see Mon Mothma. Her and Jin have a conversation together, which is kind of cool. But I mean, I was more into it for Vader, obviously. So, but I mean, it gives you more background than what the movie does. So I guess that's pretty cool. What else? Poe Dameron. I haven't really read Poe Dameron, so I can't really give you a review on that. I haven't read the Maul one. I haven't read a lot of comics lately, so I just haven't had time. So I think we're just gonna leave it at that. Now on to predictions for D23. Hopefully, from what I've been hearing from all the YouTubers and stuff like that, is that they're kind of predicting that we're going to see a behind-the-scenes, kind of like what they did for Rogue One at Star Wars Celebration last year, which, I mean, is cool and all, but I would love to see another trailer. I mean, I'm like any other Star Wars fan. I love trailers. I love getting into what they've been working on for a year and a half now. So, I mean, obviously, Episode 8 is just around the corner, but you also have that debacle with Han Solo. A lot of the people a lot of the people that I've talked to are kind of skeptic now that Lord and Miller are not in the project anymore. But I feel as if that Ron Howard is obviously worthy of doing it. I mean, he's won an Academy Award, so I think it's in good hands. I think that as long as they don't scrap the entire script, I think we'll be okay. Whether or not we see a lot of Han Solo at D23 is skeptical. All of this is tomorrow. They're doing their live action movie panel. I think it's at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So here in the Midwest, it's going to be, I think, 12 o'clock, so noon. in the Midwest, and then 2 o'clock in the East Coast time. So we're going to get a behind the scenes of The Last Jedi. I think we're going to see all the cast come out. They're going to talk a little bit about it and whatnot, and then you're going to hopefully hear about the new spin-off movie that they're going to do. I'm fingers crossed for Ewan McGregor coming out and everybody losing their shit because Obi-Wan's back. They're going to do, hopefully they'll do an Obi-Wan spin-off. But, and then I think tomorrow also, want to say around 1 or 2, is the Battlefront 2 or video games at D23, and Gianna, I can't ever remember her name, the chick who plays Iden Versio is going to do what she did for E3, but I guess we're going to get some more behind the scenes of how they make the game, and it's going to be interesting, guys. It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan, obviously. I mean, we've got so much, minus the fact that we're not going to get anything at Comic-Con, which I'm totally fine with, because Comic-Con is more for the Game of Thrones, the superhero Justice League, and all that other stuff. So, I mean, to have Star Wars Celebration 2 months ago and now having D23, I think we as Star Wars fans shouldn't be expecting a lot. And I mean, we're going to get a trailer either in October or September. And it's just going to be like The Force Awakens. When the last Force Awakens trailer came out, everybody lost their damn mind. It was crazy. So, I mean, and when I was playing PS4 with the guys yesterday, can't remember when it was. We were playing, and then one of the guys goes, "Who's willing to put down $5 of lineage for Rey?" And I would love to see her be a Kenobi / Skywalker somehow, some way. I think that it would be an interesting point, because in The Force Awakens, Darth Vader's, Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber calls to her, 1. 2, Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor both are in the flashback voicing Obi-Wan. So, I mean, Obi-Wan and, I guess, Anakin are calling to her through the lightsaber. So, I mean, why not? I mean, Luke could have, Obi-Wan could have, we don't know what Obi-Wan was doing when he was in between 3 and 4. Obviously, he was a hermit. But canon-wise, that story hasn't been told. And I hope that they do announce something. And, I mean, director-wise, I would like to see Steven Spielberg do that movie. Or, I mean, there's a lot of options. As long as we don't have to see Jar Jar in it, I think we're all in agreement there. But, I mean, just keep your eyes on this channel. We're going to be doing videos and stuff in and out. Either it's going to be me or it's going to be George. Big announcement. I, myself, will be reviewing. If you are a Game of Thrones fan, stick close to this channel as well, because Season 7 is on Sunday night. I will be doing a review of Game of Thrones Season 7, all through Season 7, for you guys. Might have Nick Depke on there, who is a big Game of Thrones person. I'll just have to get in touch with him, see what he thinks. But, guys, as always, like, comment, share. We can't improve on our videos if you guys don't comment, give us constructive criticism. I really appreciate it. And again, if you are a PS4, fresh poodoo, definitely if you want to play Star Wars Battlefront or just want to hang out with Star Wars people, talk some Star Wars, talk Game of Thrones, talk superheroes. It's a great community to play video games and talk about the things you love. You can follow me on Twitter, at LordVader2123. You can catch me on that community on PS4. I want to say my profile is Luke Agan 21 maybe. I might change it. Who knows? And I mean, obviously, may the force be with you always.